There's one thing that most worship guitar players agree on. It's that semi-hollow body guitars are unique. They have a very distinct sound, and that makes them a very popular option. The downside to semi-hollow body guitars is that they're usually pretty pricey. But I got my hands on one that retails for $180 shipped, brand new. Check out my review right here. Welcome to Budget Worship Leaders, helping you lead better worship on a budget. My name's Rob, welcome to the channel. In 90% of music videos for praise and worship songs, you'll see somebody with a Gretsch, a Duesenberg, a PRS hollow body, or a Gibson 335. They're all over the place. I wanted to see what was so special about them. To satisfy my curiosity, I borrowed this guitar from my luthier. This is a Firefly 338, which is a copy of a Gibson 335. This guitar was purchased originally for $180 shipped. The last Firefly guitar that I reviewed was my Les Paul. I absolutely love that guitar, but there was one problem with my review. When I got it, it had pickups that had already been changed out for some bare knuckle rebel yells. That didn't change how the guitar played, but it definitely changed the sound. The Les Paul was a $180 guitar brand new, but the $350 pickups that were in it changed the pricing considerably. This Firefly review is a lot different. My luthier didn't purchase this guitar to play. He bought it just to hang on his wall. He hadn't even really played it when he loaned it to me. It was completely stock and a true representation of a new Firefly guitar. The strings hadn't even been changed out. This is what it sounds like right out of the box. The Firefly 338 is a semi-hollow body. That means it has a solid center block that the pickups, bridge, and the saddle attach to. That makes everything much more sturdy. The body on either side of the center block is hollow with F-holes on either side. The whole guitar weighs 5.2 pounds. The guitar has a double bound body, and the binding was quite well done. There was definitely more attention spent on the build quality than what you usually see in guitars at this price range. The F-holes are a little bit sloppy, especially in the binding, and that's where you usually see finishing issues in a guitar at this price point, but nothing too major. The front and the back of the guitar have a really nice arch that should show up pretty well under my lights. The only specs available on this guitar is that it has a bone nut. It's really well cut, which suggests that it has no problems with tuning stability and nickel strings. Nothing is shown about any of the other materials. The fretboard looks like rosewood until you get up close. I'm not really sure what kind of wood it's made of. The frets have a lot of tool marks at the ends, but the faces of the frets were actually polished very well and are very smooth when you're bending notes. The Firefly 338 comes with unbranded tuners, but they do a really good job with tuning, so no complaints there. It does have dime-sized pots, 2 volume and 2 tone knobs, and a 3-way switch for the pickups. Doesn't feel that great and it's pretty noisy, but it gets the job done. The 338 comes with a tune-o-matic bridge and a stop tailpiece that really has that classic look. It complements the rest of the guitar pretty well. Where I feel that this guitar falls short are the stock pickups. It has humbuckers for both bridge and neck pickups. They're pretty noisy and microphonic.
This is what microphonic pickups sound like.
Now this isn't necessarily as much of a problem if you're playing with a modeler and in-ear monitors. However, if you're using an amp, the problem comes in when you turn it up. As soon as you get the volume up a little bit higher, they start feeding back and have this terrible squeal. If you're getting value out of this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. That helps me get these kind of videos in front of more budget-minded worship leaders. Also, if you'd like to see more gear breakdowns and instrument reviews like this, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This guitar plays great. It would sound just as good as it plays with some upgraded pickups, but there is a serious problem with it. namely, how hard it is to get your hands on one. These guitars are usually sold through Amazon or directly from guitarsgarden.com, and that seems to be the official website for Firefly. Even on their website, they're all sold out and have been for weeks. They've taken all the info for the other Firefly models off as well. I've gotten questions about their availability in the past, so I messaged them directly and got no reply. A very hard thing for me to do is recommend an instrument that isn't even available. If you're in a rush, this is definitely not the guitar for you. As much as I've enjoyed this guitar, I do eventually have to give it back. When I do, I'm going to have to find another semi-hollow body to fill that hole in my collection. When I do, I'll be looking at some other options. If you can find one and you're willing to upgrade the pickups, I'd recommend it for sure. If you're trying to find a guitar for your worship team and you're on a time crunch, I'd check for availability. If they don't have one available, go ahead and keep looking. I hope this video was helpful. Check out these videos for more. I'll see you in the next video.